biggest problem with these local bakeries are that it's so cheap.
And welcome to
Gračanica.
Hey, you're getting a shot, man. This monastery was built by the Serbian king in 1321.
Have some water, buddy.
Welcome to Kosovo!
Woohoo! Welcome to Kosovo!
These guys are being fed in about half an hour and they're clearly waiting.
Welcome to our channel. We're Andre and Lisa. Over the last 20 years, we have traveled together to more than 40 countries. 5 years ago, we embarked on a long-term sabbatical and have been nomadic ever since. For most of the past 2 years, we have been exploring Western Europe with our motorhome. This year, we plan to make our way through Eastern Europe towards Denmark for summer. We'll be heading south for winter and just maybe make it to Morocco. So hit that subscribe button and join our adventure. Good morning.
I can see the sun.
So if you pay attention, this might look familiar.
Yes, we're still at the Bears.
We're at the Bears. If you haven't seen our last video, we actually entered the Bear Sanctuary here just outside Pristina, and we also visited the capital of Pristina in Kosovo. When we left Pristina, we decided to come back to the spot. The weather's a bit sketchy. We got a few more days left in Kosovo. We're trying to maximize our very expensive road insurance.
So we got 15 days here, and besides that, there's still a few things here nearby, just outside of Pristina, which we want to see before we move on further.
Okay, first thing, jog.
Okay, let's first go say good morning to our dogs. This guy is Roger. Morning, Roger. Good morning, Roger. He's the most playful of the lot. Hey, Roger, he's waiting for us. He knows we're going to go running now. Yes, we're coming now, we're coming now. This is our dog number one. His name is Dum Dum because he got stuck in the fence the first night we were here. Good morning, Dum Dum. And over here, we got Zorro. Hello, Zorro. Good morning, Zorro. What did you find this morning? You've got something else. Yes, we're going to go for a run now. Come on. These stray dogs are so friendly.
The biggest problem with these local bakeries are that it's so cheap. You can buy like a giant bread, freshly baked, for 50 cents. Local things like 25 cents. The only downside is I have to run with a bag of goodies back to the van, 3 kilometers. This is welcoming committee.
We're back, doggies, we're back. Oh, good job.
I just now we got food. Good job.
Oh, it was hectic, and it seems like we outran the rain.
There's Millie down the bottom of the parking.
Good morning and welcome to
Gračanica.
Hey, you're getting a shot, man. It's very loud here in Gračanica. Now, this is about, what, 20 minutes, 30 minutes away from Pristina.
It's actually got a popular little town.
Well, this one of the major tourist attractions in Kosovo is this monastery, and we're going to pick in here now. But we have to find a coffee. Lisa's got a list of must-dos today. Apparently, an archaeological site not that far from here we're going to go check out.
Then more challenging, Andre's in desperate need of a haircut. And he's always complaining about the way I cut it. So we're going to go get him a Kosovo haircut.
Now, normally when we are parked at a place, Lisa will just cut my hair. But we actually haven't had an opportunity to have a space where that's appropriate. Let's go check out the monastery or get a coffee. I don't know, whichever comes first. No, we can't take photos inside the monastery, and we understand that completely.
The frescoes are absolutely beautiful. They're very well preserved.
I'll show some photos off the internet so you can just see. But it's beautiful ground here. Now it's free to enter. And there are people, there's a gift shop, I think. Now, this monastery was built by the Serbian king in 1321. So this is considered one of the sort of seats of Serbian Orthodox religion. A big challenge to overcome is that a huge part of Kosovo holds massive religious historic importance to Serbia.
Yep.
Because of the precarious situation with Serbia and Kosovo, places like this is even more complicated, I would guess. We just spoke to the caretaker and he was
offended.
I would say offended. He wasn't happy that we addressed him in Albanian. He wanted us to address us in our language or Serbian.
But what we found being here for a week now is that most people have greeted us in Albanian.
The majority of people living in Kosovo is of Albanian ethnicity.
Because in a country, we always try and learn a couple of words and try and at least greet somebody in their own language. But it seems like here one's actually got to be careful, and it's better off to just
Saying
use
hello.
English and say hello.
Yeah, it's like, whoa, okay. I
Didn't mean to offend you.
Yeah, it's very pretty. It's probably not worth more than half an hour or so of your time. And if you're on the area, come check it out. We're going to stroll around the streets a bit, and then we move on. Oh, let's go get some coffee.
Ulpiana Archaeological Park.
Yeah, let's go check out this archaeological site. Lisa's got the inside scoop on what it's about. It's quite insane to think that these ancient sites was like full-fledged cities 2,000 years ago.
What's more incredible is that parts of them just remain.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of this was uncovered, so it wasn't like they were above ground or anything. Maybe some farmed and started digging and they've discovered something.
The Ulpiana is one of the largest ancient and urban sites in the Republic of Kosovo, 12 kilometers south of Pristina. As you can see over here, this is where we're parked, it's Millie. Over here we have number 10, which is the Basilica. And then if you walk up here, you've got a whole nother region with lots of things to see. And even further, there's still more of this ancient city. It was found and urbanized by the Roman Emperor Marcus Ulpius Trajanus. Wow, reached its highest development during the period between 3rd and 4th centuries AD.
So the city was almost completely destroyed by an earthquake in the 500 BC, somewhere there.
518
Oh,
AD, I think.
No, it's farms. Look, this is like...
What are these plants that they're farming? These plants look interesting.
No, this looks like... This is like barley or hobs. Yeah, hard to say.
The site is very nicely preserved and very well signposted. It's nice to have so much information at the site, and it's completely free to enter and walk around.
In the background, you can see the town of Gračanica, who were earlier at the monastery.
And somewhere over there's the bears.
Somewhere in this valley, if you go up in this valley, up that side, there's Millie. All right, let's go check out a little bit more of this. It's like a giant dog.
Yeah, I think that's a cross between a dog, a bear, and a lion.
Definitely need some food.
Gosh, he's big. Oh yes, he's hungry. Shame. Look at his ribs. Very skinny. Shame. He's enormous though. Why don't you drink a little bit, doggy?
There's actually a lot of water around.
I guess in season there might be more activity. Yeah, this looks like a little office. Maybe with some information.
Maybe restaurants.
Places, yeah. But right now, not much going on. Except for the giant dog. The weather's not looking too great. Look over there. We were thinking of going back to the Bay Sanctuary to overnight, but half an hour that way. Yeah, now. We're going to drive an hour to Peja, where the rain is. Oh boy. Try and find a place to stay there. The weather doesn't look too bad there for tomorrow. Hopefully we're going to explore that town. Let's hit the road. Ready to go?
Yes.
Yes.
I was trying not to breathe.
Trying to breathe.
I've got a microphone.
Are you breathing in a microphone?
Oh, what's going on here? It looks
Downtown Peja.
downtown Pristina. Look at all the lights.
I'm not saying that like also.
Now it should be on the left hand side. You might have to go around a corner. I'm not exactly sure. Okay.
The destination is on the left.
And I just look out for trees.
Yeah, right.
Good.
So what happened?
We came into pretty much the only parking here in Peja, which we think is going to be safe and quiet. We want to have a good night's sleep and we want to be able to leave the van during the day while we go and explore the town. This is at a camp hotel restaurant and they've said we can stay here. It's €10 for the night, but there's not really any services. There are the toilet facilities of the restaurant which you can use, and the drinking water in the toilets is apparently
Not in the toilets.
and the water in the bathrooms is drinkable. After 6 weeks now of traveling in the Western Balkans by motorhome in countries that are not really mated. What are you doing? That light is very distracting.
Sorry, go.
You're trying to make my eyes. Are you taking the wrinkles away?
I'll put the
smoothing filter on.
Smoothing filter.
After 6 weeks of traveling in countries that are not really made for motorhome travel, it's become quite exhausting looking for a place to spend the night and to get a good night's rest. Now, I'm not complaining. I'm very grateful that we are able to travel these countries and I really want to explore these countries. It would just be nice to be able to take a break in between every now and then and get a few good nights sleep easily and then have more energy to go and explore. So I think just personally a little bit tired, but I am looking forward to going to explore the old bazaar of Peja. And we're going to go and walk 3 kilometers or so along this beautiful gorge here. So we should see some nice nature.
Lots of talking. Say good night and goodbye.
Good night. Goodbye. Don't forget to smash the like button.
Yes, and subscribe, John.
And subscribe. You better be subscribed.
Good night.
Goodbye.
See you next time.